If you collect modern toys, anything from seconds to months can seem like ancient history. Pre-order sell out, they stop making them. There's a lot of different factors in what determines availability and accessibility to toys that are in the modern market. Very seldom are there things you can get well after their initial release. I am sitting on two huge toys, both of which were released in 2021, one of which I got only a couple months back, and the other one I've been sitting on since it came out. These are still attainable, they're amazing toys, and I want to talk to you about them.
Hey kid, yeah, you. Everyone thinks toys are fun, but this is a channel for adults. Yeah, I said it. If you're under the age of 18, go get your parents before you come in here. If you're under the age of 13, scram! Let's get on with the show.
If you've been following the channel for a while, you've probably already guessed that this is about the super colossal Giganotosaurus, the super colossal Tyrannosaurus from the Jurassic World Dominion collection. Not long after these were released, I picked up the Giganotosaurus at a pretty hefty discount, about 60% of what it's normally selling for. And I was holding out on the T-Rex thinking the same thing would happen pretty quick. Earlier this year, over on Amazon, as with Giganotosaurus, this did go down in price. Only about 15-20%, but that was significant for this because these have more or less retained their value this whole time, and they're readily available. You can see them on some Target shelves. I've never seen them in, like, say, an Ollie's or something like that, but online, they're not difficult to get, and they're not crazy expensive. The original manufacturer suggested price is $69.99. I didn't pay that for either of these. In fact, combined, I barely paid that. Maybe 10 or 20 bucks more, give or take, depending upon how the taxes went. I don't remember. The fact is, these are gigantic, as the name would suggest, and I've never seen them out of their shipping boxes, because I promised myself I'd open them together, and that day has come. So I'm going to go ahead and get these open right now, and we're just going to talk about the toys themselves. The packages are lackluster. Well, not lackluster, but they're pretty straightforward. You got a no plastic open window box. You can see the heads on these, and they're beautiful. Huge, huge, huge oh boys, okay? And they do have, features on the back, but again, this is just, it's whatever. You're basically getting the same packaging you would get for a basic action figure, just hugely blown up. So I just want to get these open and get them in my hand and get them assembled, I suppose. Holy shit! This is a big fucking toy, man. Look at that. And it's everything you want it to be. It's just a huge fucking dinosaur, man. Oh. I mean, there's not a ton of articulation. The jaw moving is huge, and that's because of the play feature where you can stuff figures down there. And they're meant for, like, these minifigs. But you can get 3 3/4 inch scale figures in there. If you really tight and you don't have any accessories on them, you can even get 6-inch figures in there. And the main reason I got these was to scale with 6-inch stuff. It's not a perfect one-to-one by any stretch of the imagination, but he's extremely intimidating for that size, and Giganotosaurus is just badass. And for the price that I paid, which was very low compared to retail, he's worth it. I'll talk more about this, but I gotta open up T-Rex and we'll get them together. Now that's a T-Rex. Upper and lower jaw articulation. The legs have the same articulation as Giganotosaurus. His legs seem a bit looser. And the machining on these is totally different. The tail structure is similar, and they work in similar ways, but T-Rex's connection is totally different than the other, and it seems more akin to being able to take them apart. T-Rex also has the stubby arms that T-Rexes are known to have. Um, you know, it's a damn T-Rex. You can turn the neck. Mine might be a little fused here. Well, he doesn't want to turn his neck, so maybe I can't turn his neck, which is fine. I can turn Giganotosaurus' neck without any problems. I will have to consult the instructions, which I didn't read. I can't even fit both of these on the TV tray that I was stowing the boxes on. These are gigantic. So upon closer examination, neither of the instructions go over articulation at all. And although there is a seam line here on the Tyrannosaurus Rex, you'll notice it goes from to rubbery material here, which is cool. It's got a cool texture to it, but you're not moving that neck anytime soon. Not that we see a ton of neck movement from Tyrannosaurus Rex to begin with. It's just a little bit weird. But, you know, that's you normally see him in that pose, what have you. I got lucky on the paint deco on mine. He looks really good. You know, it's a fucking T-Rex. What do you want? I want you to be cute and be happy. That's what I want, because you're just my cute little dinosaur. Yes, you are. Yes, I talk to my toys. Giganotosaurus. If I were to set them on the corner here and they're roughly the same pose, they're roughly the same size. Giganotosaurus is a bit sleeker. Again, more articulation, which is a good thing. And of course, because of the nature of the film, and him being more or less like the star dinosaur of Dominion, you know, he gets a little bit more wrist articulation, as in he has some. He has the neck movement, so he's kind of the star of the show. Where I think that T-Rex is kind of like, well, we know you're going to buy a T-Rex, so let's make as much money as possible. Because they're the same price. But I think, you know, the irony is you get more toy for Giganotosaurus than you do for T-Rex, and Giganotosaurus is routinely on sale for $40 or less. And for that price, he's totally worth it. I paid around $50 for this guy, and I'm not unhappy with him at all. I just wish his neck moved, but even then, he doesn't have to. It's a freaking T-Rex. That's what you want out of a toy like this. And they both have the same features where they can swallow figures and, you know, do a emergency C-section to get them out, I guess. You know, it's a cool little feature that I'll probably never use. Beyond the idea of they've got this nice big hole in their mouth, so hapless figures are going to find their way in there and get bitten to death. Well, here, I just happen to have a little Batman here, just for scale. He's a 4-inch figure. All right, look at that. That's way too big. T-Rexes aren't that big to a 4-inch figure, so a 6-inch figure, it'll work a lot better. But like, he can stand up in his mouth, which is really cool. I have a retro card indie reissue, you know, at his feet. Again, not right in scale. These really are more of a 1/12 scale. It's not perfect, but it is a lot better than 1/18 scale. So that's primarily what they're used for. I have in the Amber collection, I have 3 Velociraptors, and I have 1 Pterodactyl. And I might pick up more as time goes on. But these are really for just to have fun display options with my 6-inch toys. I can see Action Force trying to shoot them up, G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, whatever. Like, there's a ton of possibilities with these. And the fact is, with all the dinosaurs I have, I just like having dinosaurs. Sue me. Aren't they the best? So although these came out in 2021, they're anything but ancient history. They're readily available, and the prices usually are well below retail when you can find them, especially on Amazon. So check them out, because, look, there's only so many times in history we're going to get massive dinosaur toys at a decent price that function as they should and scale well with other lines. So I really encourage you to pick these up and try them out, because, man, these were worth the wait for me. But whether you're into dinosaurs or not, may all your card backs be straight, may all your grinds be merry, and may you be able to find anything you're looking for at any given time at a price you feel is reasonable, especially if it's Dino Boys.
Special thanks to our patrons and members who you're seeing on the screen now. Thank you so much for your support. It really helps.